In places like this, over the real cars.
Take. Look on the left. Look on the left. This is like a video game. This is Sunny, also known as the MotoGrapher, and welcome to my man cave. This is also known as the XBHP headquarters, and this is my room. What is XBHP, you may ask if you don't know. XBHP is a platform for motorcyclists in India that I found in 2002. I don't know anyone who has not played video games while growing up. I mean, in fact, I know a lot of people who are playing games even now, right now. It doesn't matter what kind of profession they are in. But I have a philosophy, and my philosophy is that I want to live my life like a video game. If you see my other videos, you'll understand what I mean, because most of the time I'm driving supercars, superbikes all around the world, shooting them, creating content, and hence I'm actually not able to play real games. And talking about video games, I have grown up, like a lot of you, playing games, Tetris, Atari, Contra. Super Mario, and all those things, which evoke a sense of nostalgia. Unfortunately, I do not find time, or I intentionally do not play heavy, big video games, because I think that I, should spend my time better exploring the world and making content, to inspire others. But video games definitely shape how you are, who you are, especially if you are playing your childhood, and even when you are a grown up, and that's why violence and certain genre of video games, they might have more impact than you might even think they can have. So talking about games, we have different options, various devices that you can probably use to play video games. And this one, for example, here you've got a Lenovo ThinkPad P1, amazing machine, but I use it for video editing, hardcore video editing. And paired up with this is a curved, beautiful P44W Lenovo ThinkVision monitor. And this sometimes goes into this. This is a 4K projector, and the screen comes from over there. And of course, we also have option of playing video games on phones. I mean, I have an iPhone 11 Pro Max, and there is the OnePlus. So best of both worlds, Android and iOS. But there are many options to play video games. But if you're talking about a dedicated console, then I only have a PlayStation, which we will see in my home where that setup is. Right now, I'm here to talk about a few things which you might have a nostalgia for. So here we go. Starting with this. So this is the Game Boy, the first Game Boy that I had. I managed to get a hold of this one, which is actually the original one, for $40 from Seattle. And this I had bought after completing my ride from across Canada. I gifted myself this along with a few other things that you see here. So this is how I also have built up my collection. Everywhere you see in this room, there are things which I have bought after the end of a road trip. And that is how I do it. Then I still have the Game Boy Advance SP. For some reasons, I still prefer this one. It has to be nostalgia, of course, because this one is colored and everything. Of course, more advanced than this one, and hence the name. But there is something which is quite interesting that I have here. And it is this thing, which is called the Cool Baby. I don't know if you can see. And this one is for just around $10. But the games available here, all right, check this out. The game which changed a lot of us, which we spent a lot of time playing in our childhood, at least I did, this one. Whoa, that soundtrack, oh boy. This is epic. Oh my God. Oh my God. Basically, you can buy this. I've given the link in the description. And this is an amazing little device. Runs on battery and, very light. You can carry it in your pocket. And if you meet someone from the 80s, they will definitely go, wow, mind blown, that kind of stuff. And there are other nifty gadgets here. For example, this one. So this basically is a cheap version, a miniaturized version of the arcade games, which somebody, someone, anyone, everyone might have played at some point of our lives. And this does not have Contra or those kind of games, but you get those versions as well. But you can understand probably how cool is this. Amazing. And this one also costs around, maybe $15-20. That's it. So guys, this is what gaming is all about. I mean, for me, it's a de-stressor. It's nothing serious, and that's why I only play racing games. And also, I also connect well with car games and motorcycle games because I'm in that kind of a profession. So, and I just want to show you a few collectibles from here. Obviously, gaming collectibles are strewn all over the room, like that. And this is, of course, the PlayStation. And then the most amazing thing probably that I have from gaming merchandise is this. Look at this. The Contra brothers. I mean, the Contra brothers, they are inseparable. I don't think that anyone can imagine them being apart. I mean, not even in this box. They are together even in this box. Now it is time for us to go to see my setup at my home. Let's go. So guys, welcome to my meditating room. Meditation, yes, because as you can see, it's very minimalistic, kind of opposite to what the office is, that is the XBHP headquarters. And I like it this way because it's serene, helps me focus on things and helps me to relax. Now, before I show you anything else, let me actually get into a little bit more appropriate gear, right? Be back in a short while.
Alright, so this is more appropriate. What do you think?
So now let me show you the setup here. Let's start from the ground level, which is my Denon amp. And here is where all the audio and HDMI routing from different devices happen. This is 9 years old and it's working fantastic. This also has around 4, I think, HDMI inputs, so you can attach 4 devices simultaneously. And this is connected with a Polk Audio 5.1 surround sound system. This is the woofer, and these are the speakers, tweeters. 1, 2, the third one, and the fourth one, with the center speaker being here. So this audio system is actually pretty good sounding. And on the first level of this minimalistic kind of a glass table, you have the ThinkPad. The ThinkPad here, which is a P43S. I love ThinkPads because how sturdy they are. And they can really take a beating, and of course they're also pretty reliable. So I don't play games on this. I do surfing, watch movies, and little editing. This is not my main editing machine. Essentially, this is always fixed here with my Denon amp, so I can whenever I want I can see big on the big screen whatever I want. And then this one just has remote control and stuff like that. There's a remote control which came with the amp. Here is where the main magic is and where you're concerned probably. This PlayStation is the only dedicated gaming console I have, which I actually use. And this is also pretty old, I think 6-7 years old. This is PlayStation 3. I have never required anything else beyond this because I don't play games that much anyway. And this is my favorite game, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, which is there almost all the time in the PlayStation. I have other games as well though. And this is where the magic happens. This is a BenQ short throw 770 ST projector. Short throw is what makes it possible for you to get a screen in a very small distance. But this is not full HD, this is just HD, high definition, which is 720p. I got this from Germany, which was pretty cheap back then. I mean, in Germany it used to cost around 30 when it was around 60 in India. But I believe you will get a full HD projector, short throw from BenQ in India for around 50-60,000 rupees today. So this is the throw distance. I'll put down the distance here after measuring in the video, and which you can see, and the screen, how big it is. So as you can see, I have a wall which is completely empty, and this is why I also don't need a screen. Yes, you'll probably get a little bit better quality on a screen, but that will end up you costing a lot. Let me actually switch off the lights. I like this ethereal kind of an atmosphere, just the salt lamp. Anyway, it will get pretty bright once I switch on the projector. So here we go. And this is 720p. It is just HD. And even in HD, this quality is quite remarkable. This is my wallpaper. And that is me on the Ducati Panigale 1299 in, I think, Buriram circuit, or maybe Sepang. I don't remember. This was when it was launched. So this is actually a wallpaper, as you can see. This was made in wallpaper engine. You can also do that. And I use this Logitech keyboard and this mouse to control the computer, the PC. And let me actually now switch this to the PlayStation. So I'm going to switch it on, and you will see this initialize. Now I'm going to talk about this as well after it initializes. This is the Logitech G27 steering wheel. This is also pretty old. I got this around 7 years ago. This was actually launched in India in 2010, and I mean, it's got leather stitching and a lot of buttons, and it's got paddle shift here. You can see it's also got a stick shift like so here, and with all the PlayStation remote basically buttons also here. So you don't need a remote once you install this for a racing game at least. Now it also comes with this foot gear assembly. So basically all these pedals. I mean, I don't use manual. I don't play games with clutch. So, but the main thing is the accelerator and the brake. And this also gives you a tactile feedback. It is pressure sensitive, and it's like, it reeks of quality, as you can see. And everything is connected using this racing stand, which I got from US, pretty cheap, only $89. And it's got adjustable various things. It's got telescopic tube here. You can increase or decrease the height. You can also use this to choose your angle, and you can also choose an angle over here. So this is how my setup is for that chair. I mean, that chair is actually sacrilege if you're playing a racing game. But look, it is a foldable chair. It is minimalistic. It does the job. I play only half an hour maximum a day, so I don't need a fancy racing chair here. Very frankly. I mean, I'll also show you what I have, the place where I work. So that in this room, this is where I work. This is a Lenovo ThinkVision. This is where I keep my main laptop when I'm not in the office. So this is a 44 inches wide, ultra wide monitor, and you can probably see here in light. And again, I love this keyboard. This is a cooling pad. Let's not talk about this right now. So let's go back to business. So now I'm going to shift to PlayStation. That must have been initialized. The projector is shining bright. I'm going to use this remote control to change to, I think I've got it in DVD. Let's see. So in the DVD input goes my PlayStation input. All right, here we go. So this is the PlayStation 3. And now I'm going to show you how I enjoy my games. I mean, minus this riding gear, of course. This is just for the kicks right now to show you. All right, let's go. Let's have some fun.
All right. So here we go. Oh, it's very hot here. Yeah, humid because it rained today. So I'm going to be freezing inside this. Okay, this is going to be a little tight as I sit here. Oh, all right. So let us go into games. Oh my god, it's hot. See, you need to be on a motorcycle which is moving for this sort of stuff. Alright. Oh. Sweet. Let's do this. Start button. Everything is here, so you don't need your PlayStation controller. The Seacrest County. Let me select something in the sun. Maybe this one is good. So my foot is ready, and what do we have? McLaren F1. Alright, this is one car I have not driven in the real world. Huh? Whoa. So this is the best view you can probably have if you are using a racing wheel. It gives you the most realistic feeling. Yeah, okay, alright. Wow. Alright. Okay, let's use some boost, some nitrous. Wow. You know, I've driven in places like this over the real cars.
Tick. Look on the left. This is like a video game. Oh my god. Oh. Come on guys, there's a traffic jam here. Oh. Let me through, come on. I need more power here. Oh.
Like the BMW i8, the Z4, and Rolls Royce I've not yet driven on a mountain, but I've driven a Rolls Royce on a racetrack. Can you believe it? In Yas Marina. But you can actually feel the steering wheel. You know, whenever you crash, you can feel the wheel vibrate a lot. The force feedback is quite good, the motors. Yeah, that was nice. I didn't crash. There is a sort of a snowstorm. Whoa. Alright. Slippery conditions. Wow. This reminds me of my i8 Drive. Oh my god, what a car that was. Not too powerful, but it was a very futuristic car. Okay. Oh, I can be the police. Hot Pursuit. This is nice. Challenger. This is one car I haven't driven. Camaro. Alfa Romeo. Quattroporta. I've driven that one. XKR. I think. Let me do this. Cool. What if you have a motorcycle sim like this? Motorcycle sim is what I need. Well, a car sim is also not bad. And these cars are some of the best engineered cars in the world. And bloody expensive too. So this is the best bet of driving them in these exotic locales. I'm one lucky guy to be getting some opportunities to drive in for real. Alright, here we go. High priority situation, yes. Oh. So I'm still not used to the steering wheel because this is after a long time. Come on. Oh, the spike strip missed. Whoa! See, the wheel after the accident. Whoa! Alright guys, so that is what it is. Let me pause it. So it's pretty amazing to play on a screen like this with this kind of a setup, and really, I mean, it's not too expensive to set something up like this. You just need the space and an empty wall. Until then, ride safe, drive safe, and take care.